All right. Oh, and let Star Wars Galaxies. Turn on my Discord. I sold a bunch of stuff this last week. Look at my mail. A lot of things sold. Funny thing is, it was all predominantly stuff in my reverse engineering. It was on my socket shorts. It's always the stuff I come up to being creative to sell, as far as like, you need the item, the reverse engineering, but you need these items with socket in them. Okay, now not show a socket. Is that why people aren't buying it? I don't know. It's supposed to be a socket in them, but they aren't selling. I need to scrap those, or I don't know. I'm not sure. Anywho, their stuff's so good. I sold every last one of them. So, but let's see if it's time. Like 15 minutes. We'll feed those in a little bit. All right. I think I really want to do the get my factories going, but let me see if there's any. Factory. There are two. If there's a bit of that. I'm gonna put a house down below. Spot for one. Okay. That. Let's see. Do I have any other? Just equipment factory. Do I have any? 6 slots remaining. Okay. We can still put down a harvester if I really want to. Put down droid. Put this. The wrong button. Okay. Okay, maintenance. Right. Eventually I'll pull it up, and then when I pull it up, that'll take from maintenance, and then I'll. Let's do this. We can do this quickly. This does not take that long. Shorts. I always do shorts, one, 'cause it's funny, but two, it's also the cheapest item to craft. Good on copper. I need to find me some more junk fiberglasses that I'm finding out here. Sockets available. Manufacturing. Socket shorts. Earring. Black. Make them white. White. I like underwear. That socket. Two more of these. But no, after this, we're gonna go check out the Ewok Festival of Love. It's gonna be the next tutorial I put out on my channel. I've already got it recorded. I just need to do a little bit of editing. Oh, why? I didn't copy the. Engineering. Almost did it again. One more. Because just doing this 3 times, this is 45,000 units each of those. So I definitely need. I need some more junk resource stuff that doesn't matter. Put the droid away now. I don't need it. Access schematic slot. Make sure I get the right one. I'll put the right thing. Put that. $4,000. Okay, so not 45. That's 45,000 in chemical, but 12,000 iron. It's still a lot. Then we start. Of course, the question is, has 3 days of power. Give 1,000 items. About 48 seconds per item. So we divide that by 60 seconds is 800 minutes. Minutes, 13 hours. So it's not, yeah. I just want to make sure some items take a long time, especially when you have 1,000 of them. I want to make sure I wasn't going to be like running just short of power. Which ones I did. I think I'm gonna run these factories 2 or 3 times. Or I may just non-stop do them. Because I want, someone comes by and wants to buy them all, I'm like, they can buy them all. Backpack only takes me 1 item of storage, so. Check the status. 1,000. More. They need to pace into power. Plenty of stuff. That in there. Okay, you're in chat. Feel free to say hi. Assuming one or two people, I'm assuming who was in chat. I'll start it. Did I start that one? I'll make sure I forget sometime. I did the first one. Okay. They're good. We got factories going. That running. And as I always do, if I'm going to go do missions and quests, I'm going to go do them on my main jet. Log out. Extra. Oh yeah, they gave me this Festival of Love decoration thing. Love Day. Not quite sure what. I don't know. I never use that stuff. It's not for me. Wonder if that. I really should pull this up, bring it closer. I think I'm gonna do that. Let's move. Should we find a place to move today? Let's pack up the building. I'm ready not to live here anymore. This is not convenient. One that glitched. Oh, there we go. Stuck for a minute. Okay. Moss Isley. Good place as any. So we go to indoor. I think Smuggler's Run is the better location. I'm not 100%. We're gonna go check out the Ewoks. Not exactly sure when it started. I think it may have just started yesterday because of Valentine's Day, but they may have started a day. So let's go. Oh no, there's multiple Ewok villages. Which one's nearby? Okay, that one. like. Alright, it's less than 2,000 meters away, not too bad. We'll go check these out a little bit, get some of this stuff from them. If this is the right village. I can't remember if it's all villages or one village or... You know, let me know. Give me a little bit of time. Also, if you're really not up here in chat, you can feel free to join the Discord. I have a... So we have a important section that's got rules and links and things. And then got game category section, so every game I've played and streamed, you can comment something in there if you have links or information that you will think I should know. There's also a voice channel. Right now the stream voice channel is private until I get to know people. I'll add them to that. I do have someone who's allowed to be in there, but hopefully that can grow. But there's other voice channels to where if I'm ever just playing something not because streaming, I always use those to stream in there. Oh, did I just pass it? See if this... Village. Okay, so scratch that one off the list. Big part of this game, just driving to location to location. It is what it is. Currently been trying to figure out how to change my stream software. Right now I'm using Twitch Studio. It's just kind of the easiest one that's been working with my equipment. Tried OBS, tried Streamlabs. The problem I've had with Streamlabs is I can never get the audio to quite connect and sync right. Plus then I've recently heard some more not positive things about Streamlabs, so I just have stopped trying it. Although I did like their interface. But I really want to try and use OBS only because that's the only one that I can really, I feel, and Streamlabs does too, but to use the restream service out there so that I can automatically stream to Twitch and YouTube because I have both. It would just make it easier so I'm not having to transfer things over. I mean, right now, at least transfer things over, I can edit if I choose to. But it's just been annoying. I can't get the... Like, I could do it from this game, and most likely from... Because this game is on a specific window of mine. I can do that, and it's not a problem. You could probably do it easily from the actually, I don't know if I could do it from, anyways, I could do it, but I could do it from the emulator I've been using for the Pokemon. Probably wouldn't be much of a problem either. The system it'd be the most problem though is the PS4 when I the Elgato connected to it. The reason is because I would really like to play it from the OBS window, but there's a system delay about half a second to a full second of from what I push a button, what happens on screen. And I can't play games delayed like that. I'd fail every time. So the way I've been doing it is the way I'm probably gonna still do it unless I can figure out something else. The only other way I could do it is if I get a second monitor and connect the Elgato show me what's playing, but then I'm still not seeing that one. I'd like to be able to play the game and see the entire overlay on it as I'm playing, so I can see what everybody else is seeing. But I don't think that's too realistic. Yeah, I don't think this place either. Dang it. Go, go. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a stab in the dark. I don't think it's this one that I'm headed to right now. That one. Go to the research outpost. Like, oh, thought it was. I really don't think it's that one's further away now. Because they didn't have it so far away that everybody had to drive forever to get to it. Took you a few minutes to get there. Their problem is there could be an NPC somewhere I need to talk to that would give me a waypoint. Very possible. I didn't get a message, I didn't get an email. It's usually they or something specific like that. That's usually what they do. They tell you someone to talk to. Okay, next village. Please be the right village. It's a Festival of Love not going on. Not. Huh. That's kind of amazing. I never even noticed this. Our tutorial video is on the wiki. My old one, I gotta re-edit. Where is the location? Rewards, I'm not looking for rewards, I'm looking for... Wow. Okay. This is really going to be the one village I didn't go to that I thought was not it. Yep. Been a long time since I've done. Oh, why can't I call it? Close to village? Come on, let me call my vehicle. Back to every freaking Ewok village. The reason I'm going to this one is because I found online it said the southern Ewok village. One I didn't check. Off we go. To the Ewok village. Hopefully we can start the Ewok missions. But push forward. Stop my. Everyone's having a good President's Day. No school and no work for most people. Hope everybody's staying warm. It is freezing outside and there is ice all over the streets for me. Didn't really get any snow yet, but supposed to still. This turns out to be a bus. We're not. I'm annoyed. I mean, I would say they didn't tell me what was going on, but they literally gave me this Ewok Festival of decoration device, which I'm just gonna turn around and sell, or at least put in my vendor. Someone might buy it at some point. I'm curious if on the my Wednesday PS4 streams, I might want to start up Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 just to play the game, but I'm curious if there's anybody who would actually be interested in watching that or not. Might be interesting because I may not be able to post that to YouTube. With all the Dragon Ball Z music, it might be hard. Audio copyright. We'll see. If it turns out that way, just maybe one I don't put over to YouTube. May stay on Twitch. I like to get most of the way. Or I like to get a chunk through into God War 3 before I go changing games. Other one I want to do is Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet and Clank, I think is what it's called. Never played one of those games, and I've got the PS4 one. I think it's supposed to be good. There we go. Yes, little. Look at him. He's got wings and a heart on his chest. He's got arrows and a quill. Oh, Cupid. That guy tried to help. Grabbing these missions up. Got Chieftain. Finally. Go. Thankfully, Ewoks aren't mean. They attack him. There's no. I'm glad they made him pink. You can find him easily. It's kind of weird and doesn't feel like Star Wars. Kind of my complaint about some of the holiday events, but they're fun. They give you some weird items and things. Okay. Oh, what? Don't have random collections? I thought I was doing part of a mission. This one. Okay. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. So I should have all of them. Nice. Got a card set. Definitely not spending all day doing these missions, but you can pretty much repeat them. Guy.
Hey,
Hey, man.
how goes Galaxies?
Finding
Is that a
Val.
chocolate?
So what?
It looked like you went past a chocolate fountain.
Yeah.
The Ewoks have it. Are those Ewoks?
This is
Did someone
the
make this?
no. This is the Festival of Love event.
So,
It,
like, seeing Ewoks dance around a chocolate fountain, it made me immediately think of Golden Corral and the little kids who love the chocolate fountain.
right,
It's such a weird event.
it's very weird, but it's one of the few events they do for any kind of holiday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, they don't call it Valentine's Day. They don't reference anything from actual Earth. But yeah, you got these Ewoks that have wings with little hearts on them. They're basically like Cupid.
They take place in the same or not same galaxy. They take place in the same universe, Earth
Yeah,
and Star Wars.
they're just far away from each other and in different timelines.
Yep. But they both
Okay.
celebrate Christmas. I mean, everybody loves the VHS Christmas special.
Well, they celebrate Wookiee Life Day,
Wookiee Life Day, that's right.
which we passed that not long ago. They do that in the game too, which you get these. They have these giant tree. They have these giant trees, different cities, and they sprinkle down like um these glowing things, and there's music that plays. And the most crazy but also kind of annoying thing is that you get these presents, and when you open them wherever you are, trees start sprouting up around you. It used to be annoying because a giant tree would sprout, and didn't matter where in the game you were, it would show up.
Yeah. Wookiees are interesting. I'm not a big fan of them. They have like interesting lore and
Yeah, I used to love the Ewok movies when I was a kid. Okay,
There's a
what's
song about the Ewoks. It's a like choir
there's a there's a rug
song.
that's just nothing but flower petals. Forgot
Romantic.
I forgot some of this stuff in this game. It's pretty funny.
Nothing says romantic like cleaning up 1,000 rose petals.
Oh, look, I can buy a chocolate fountain.
Just some weird items.
You can also buy wings, different color wings.
I'm sure the wings got popular.
Yeah,
People love that kind of stuff.
I would say that was for the ladies, but what is this? Gosh, I thought this was for a buff item, but I don't think it actually is. Wait a minute. Oh, that's a love armor. I thought that said armor. I was like, wait a second. You can buy flower bouquets that you can hold. Oh yeah, there's entertainer items like different because you can get accessories as entertainer. They're like wands and sparkles stuff to like that move with you as you dance. And I forgot you can get stuff like that here. That's kind of a cool painting. Lake Village candle, tapestries. I like these tapestries. This is neat. Okay. Need several to actually do them. But that. Oh, I forgot about that. You can get the signs for your building. Standing sign. I don't really like those. Mystic ribbon. Follow shrine. Okay, I might have to get that one. That paint. I'll probably grab. Oh, you can get a halo. That's hilarious.
Looks
I
like
really should.
Sonic Ring.
Yeah. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm going to get these pink wings for my Wookiee.
She a lot of pink on her.
Yeah, I made her a female, and I was like, it's really hard to tell in the game to me the difference in the female and the male Wookiees. So I was like, I'm gonna make her pink just so it's more clear.
I can see a Wookiee doing that in like human society.
Yeah.
Like everyone getting the Wookiee confused, so she like heavily emphasizes that she's female by
Well,
taking stereotypical female things like pink.
so it's funny. That's based on a real. It's based on a real life experience for me. My Wookiee is
Uh
named
huh.
after my dog that passed away a couple years ago, and the I had the same problem with her. She was a solid black body. Every time people saw her, they would always say, "Hey, how's he doing? What's his name?" And I'm like, it's pretty obvious to look at a dog and tell what gender they are. But everyone would always assume it was a boy. So I used to always put her in pink collars, pink bandanas. I would try and do things to make sure it was very obvious what gender she was.
Yeah.
And it was just a me thing. I'm like, the dog doesn't care. The dog doesn't know what anyone's saying to her.
Yeah. My dog, sometimes people think it's a girl. I'm like, no, it's a boy. You like people apparently my breed's not very popular. But
What breed is it?
Sheltie, Shetland sheepdog.
Oh, okay.
You ever seen Lassie? It's like a small Lassie.
Yeah, yeah.
They're related to each other, but they're very similar in appearance.
I had a friend growing up who had he had a collie, and it was weird because I don't fully know if this is 100% true or not, but they explained to me that most collies, the females tend to be larger than the males, and for some reason they said he was bigger than most male collies, and it was because when he was small they had to give him some type of steroid to
Uh huh.
like I don't know what it was. He was not very healthy when he was little, and they said that definitely affected his because they gave it to him when he was in his growing stages, and it
Yeah.
definitely they felt like it affected his growth.
Yeah.
He was a strong dog too.
Yeah.
He used to they had
My
a tri
dog.
they had a triangle shaped backyard, and he used to run from wall to wall to wall. But when he would run, he would jump off, run across the side of the wall fence like sideways, and then push off. Do that to all three corners.
Yeah. So like Shelties, males, they're much more muscular than the female. Tell. But like most people don't know, so they just see that and they're like, "Oh, she's pretty. Oh,
Yeah.
it's a boy." But yeah, thank you for the compliment. He's a very pretty dog. I get recommended games that like game recommendations on Sony suck. It's like because you bought a game that's at Ultimate Edition, here's Mafia Ultimate Edition. I don't I don't like Mafia.
It's all linked to whatever the word is.
Or like games I might like Tomb Raider. Or I already own that one.
Yeah. That's my hard thing
Like
right now on PlayStation. There's so many games they've given me at this point.
yeah.
There's not much out. I mean, the stuff that's out there that they would recommend or that they're giving me at this point, I'm like, I'm probably never gonna use these. They've given me all the Bioshock games, all the Uncharted games. They've given me, I think, the first two Hitman games. Like, they're just crazy. They've given me a lot of stuff. I haven't
They
played
also
any of the. Yeah, Tomb
go
Raider.
ahead. Yeah. It shows me games that my friends are playing. It's like games you might like that your friends are playing. And like two of them are the games you've been playing recently. One of them, I don't know which one of my friends is playing Payday 2, but I hate Payday 2 and I hate the company that made Payday 2.
Huh.
So never
I
gonna
never
buy
played.
that one.
I never played those.
Payday 2 was really good, but then they started doing like really dumb stuff that just made it like unfun to play, and then they started just doing the really scummy business tactics that just made it like why would I ever support you ever again kind of a thing. People still pay though. Like it's free on Steam now because they started losing money, and so they just made it free. And then all these people joined. They're like, "Oh, this is fun," and they
Huh.
just bought all the DLC. So
That's one way to make some money.
there were like all these events they used to do, and they started off like interesting, like, hey, if we get like 1,000 people playing on one day, you unlock something extra for the game, and like that's neat. And then like they said there wouldn't be microtransactions in the game, and the
Yeah.
guy, when he said that, like one of the heads of the company, he laughed about it. He said that's never gonna happen. And then there was this big event, and it was like getting like 10,000 people playing at once or something like that. Payday 2 wasn't like super popular, and it
Yeah.
finally happened. Like people were like buying the game for their friends because we were all curious. It was one of the it was like challenges to do. Most of them were actual challenges, like okay, because it's a bank robbing game, and it's like
Yeah.
collectively steal over like $100 billion or something like that. And
Hmm.
like the challenge that one of the last challenge tasks for like the big secret reward that everybody was working forward to, which was to get 10,000 people playing, was it unlocked microtransactions in the Steam store. And here's the thing: if you don't finish the challenge, you don't unlock that bonus. So like, if the players didn't get to that point, it would have never happened. But that's a lie because you don't just set up a Steam store and products and everything else and then just cancel it. So it was going to happen anyway. So it was a straight up a lie. And then they were like, it wasn't a lie. You guys actually earned it. And it's like, but what happened to no microtransactions? And it's like, well, you guys need to grow up and stop being children. And it's like, you're the one who lied. You're the one being a child. Like,
Oh,
I get it. You need to make money, but like, you laughed at people for asking about microtransactions, and then you did it, and then you told people to. There's a whole bunch of other nonsense that's just bleh.
yeah.
Game was fun though, and before that, and they did some updates that changed combat and other things, which just made it
Teleports
game.
at the bridge.
Are you gonna get the Mass Effect Legendary Trilogy or whatever it's called coming out?
I've never played a Mass Effect game.
Oh.
There's a
The
lot of
remake.
major games out there I've just never touched. Like I've never played any of the
Like,
Assassin's Creed games, and those are games that, you know, there's multiple games of them. People are addicted to them.
I liked um, I liked some of the Assassin's Creed. I also
I,
liked Mass Effect.
I wanted to play what is it? The one where they're basically like in Egypt.
In what
In
which one? What game?
Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed, where they're agent.
No, in Egypt.
Oh, Origins. Yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wanted to play it, but honestly, it was really only because I like Egypt. I was like, hey, this might be cool because it's an area that I'm kind of familiar with. I liked it. As a kid, I always liked to. But it's again though. I haven't brought myself to actually play an Assassin's Creed game.
Yeah. Assassin's Creed
Teleports.
is
What?
a weird series.
It doesn't make
Like
sense to me.
right off the bat, it's like you're a guy. You have to be hooked up to a machine, and they use your DNA to follow a lineage of assassins through time. Because the
Yeah.
machine like
Well, I'm like,
reads
how?
your DNA and that gives you memories.
That's what I'm like.
And
So
that's
you're
like
gonna
the
say,
plot.
so you're gonna say everybody's DNA holds the memories of all their past ancestry, and like that's kind of absurd.
Yep, that's the idea of it. I got into like serious arguments with people about this before. That is not a thing that DNA does.
Oh, they really think it does?
Yeah, people really think it does. I've also gotten into
Wow.
arguments with people who are like, you can curve a bullet. I'm like, you cannot curve a bullet. And they're
No,
like, no, when you're moving the gun. I'm like, the barrel of the gun is as straight as possible, so the bullet goes as straight as possible. Wind,
MythBusters,
gravity,
Myth,
other things will affect the bullet, yes. But you can't
Mythbusters actually
curve a
proved.
bullet.
They did a whole episode, not a whole episode. They did part of an episode on curving a bullet,
Yeah, not
and
possible.
they, well, they actually determined. They said it could be possible, but it's impossible from a human standpoint because you'd have to move the gun would have to be moving at such a speed to at the time of firing that, like, essentially there's no way your arm or body could survive the speed at which you'd have to move. Like, they had a robotic arm moving, doing it and firing. The timing was perfect. They had a robotic arm moving and doing it, I think, at like 4 times the strength of any human, and it still couldn't even do it. They were like, because they were like, scientifically, yes, you could potentially get it done, but the speed at which it had to travel is not possible. You know, it's one of those things like, yeah, you could do it, but you have to move 1,000 times the speed of any human. Like, where is this stupid pet? I'm looking for Peaches.
Peaches is a person or an item?
The pet.
Pet.
I don't remember what
What is
Peaches.
with those weird stairs? That is wonky to go over a wall.
Yeah, it's kind of. There's some weird architecture texture in this.
My guess is for some reason a tunnel was just frustrating for them, so they're like, fine, I'm putting them stairs.
Yeah, there's actually not many tunnels in this game, because you can go under bridges and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, he wasn't at the shuttle
I
port.
guess
Maybe.
they just made a wall, and they were like, I don't want to put an opening through it. Just put some stairs.
Okay, there's archways. They have lots of archways in the game. Shuttle port. Oh, I found him. Peaches. Would say he's a pet rabbit, but he's actually a Derny. Okay. Back to Benji. I would sit here and tell you all the story about what I'm doing here, but honestly, I didn't care to read it, so I don't remember. I do these quests. I don't ever read the reasons why I'm doing it. I'm just like, oh, you want to kill this guy? Okay. Some people get all into the lore behind things.
Yeah.
So I got a rented game that came in. What's the name? Yeah, so I'll make sure I said it right. Life is Strange. Well, I played the first 2, so this is the third one. Well, so I'm playing Life is Strange 2, which is technically the third game. Because they the first one was pretty decent as far as like have you played Telltale games? They it's a lot like that, but it's more interactive. There's some actual choices that sometimes, like, Telltale, pretty much you can play them and you can either like not make a choice or you can make a choice. It doesn't usually matter. This one was more of like you actually kind of had to make a choice and you actually had to solve some few problems. It was a bit more interactive, and the basically you discover you have a weird time traveling ability where you can like rewind what happened, but you can only go back so far. So you can rewind the last few minutes. So if you make a decision and say you said something that made someone angry, you can rewind it and try again. Um, it's part of the game where the character's learning about her powers and learning about people, but it's so sometimes it's not, oh, I have to rewind it because I got it wrong. Sometimes it's like, no, you got it wrong because the character needs to get it wrong to learn something about it. So sometimes you purposely have to do things correctly to get more information. But with the first game, you're playing this girl and you have a friend, and you came back into town after a year, being gone a few years, and I don't want to give away the spoiler of it, but then the second game, basically it's a prequel, and you're playing the events of the friend because there's this person who went missing in your game, in the first game, and basically in the second game you're playing your friend and the girl that went missing because it's kind of telling you what occurred. It's a decent mystery game, to be honest. It's not violent. And there is it's puzzle. There is some small violence, but it's nothing bloody, nothing gory, nothing like horribly aggressive.
It's definitely not God of War.
No.
It's like, I will rip Zeus's heart out through his throat. So apparently the U.S. military made a video game.
The military did?
Yeah, it's called America's Army Proving Grounds. It was in the free games on the PlayStation 4. It looks kind of like an Xbox game, like Xbox 360, PlayStation 3 era, like beginning of those. Don't know why it was made or why it was even on that generation, but that's a thing apparently.
Oh,
Odd.
dang it.
There's a lot of odd free games out there and like indie games on PlayStation 4, I've noticed.
What am I supposed to tell this person? He says, "You are my inspiration and my hope, in my dreams, and in your blank there are no impossibilities."
You are my hopes, my dreams, and my blank. There are no impossibilities. I don't know, inspiration?
In my dreams well, no, inspiration's already in the line. In my dreams and in your blank there are no impossibilities. I already tried heart. Like, this time to be sappy.
Dream and blank.
Used to know.
Mind. Hopes.
Hopes and
You know, hopes and dreams.
I say love. Yep, he took love. Yeah, I think every answer is gonna be love. Yep. My nights are full of sunlight and joy with love and thoughts of you.
There's
So
a
my
game called Don't Bite Me, Bro. It's like looks kind of like Minecraft, pixelated zombie game. You just run around, top down, trying to survive zombies.
Have you
I've
played?
never seen some of these games before. Go ahead.
Have you played Portal Knights? It's when you first look at it, it's like also like a Minecraft. I haven't played it that much. But it's really interesting. You go through portals, like, you know, like again, like it's like Minecraft, and everything's boxes and squares, but you're platforming through areas, and you go through a portal that takes you to a new area, but like the area is limited in space. You're not going to this massive other world. But it's like every area there's like little challenges. It's one of those I kind of want to get back and play it again, but but when I did play it, I thought this looks like this game could be math, as in like a lot of different levels and puzzles.
Hmm.
Give me something. What they did. Okay, what's the next thing? I have to go see Mr. Hate. No, I have to go see Mr. Love. Is the one thing
Mr.
I
Hate Guy sounds interesting.
is one thing I appreciate about the Star Wars games and Star Wars in general. It's like when they decide to go sappy and cheesy, they go for it.
It's all or nothing.
Yeah, Doctor Shill. Doctor Shill. I'm like, might as well just call him Doctor Chill. He's Mr. Love. Press some
Oh,
love, Mr. Hate.
God. Have you ever played Fallout Shelter?
No, no.
It's it's a it's definitely like a phone game. It's like it like starts off with like one or two rooms, and like you start off with like three people, and like
Wait,
they can do simple tasks, and it's like, hey, this guy like does energy. His job is to make energy for the vault. And then like this guy, his job is food. He makes food for the vault. And the idea is to make the vault as big as possible and have everyone as max stats and as maximum as you can. But like the game really like starts hitting you hard near the like when you start leveling up quickly. And it's because they want you to buy stuff because it's free and you can do
yeah.
everything for free. But it's like, oh, you send a guy out on an adventure, and it's like, okay, he'll be back in 24 hours, or you can spend $1.99 to have him come back now.
There's
Well,
a there's a mobile game I've been playing that I first started and I thought, oh man, this game's gonna stink. It's gonna be just like all these paywall games. Um, but I started playing it back when the pandemic started, and it actually turned out to be one of the better games. That like, yeah, the paywall is there as far as like if you want the best characters and all that stuff quickly, but they had you know how all of the items like the paywall is like spend a few bucks and get like 100 gemstones or something. Like that's the
yeah,
current. It's like buy the in-game currency. Um, this game, they give you that currency all the time. So, like, because you have energy that you have to use all the time to earn like character shards to get things, and um, the but the gem things they give you. I mean, every day you probably get 200 or 300 of them, and but then I use like sometimes I use 150 every day. It's like it's nice that you can have them and use them for what you want daily, but you also don't have to, so you can save them because it wouldn't be that hard after like a week to just save up and have like 3,000 of them.
yeah.
But they keep the
One
stuff,
thing I
they keep the really good top tier stuff that's like advances you fast through it, like to get something good. They keep that behind a strict like nope, pay $30 for this.
yeah, I understand why games that are free do this kind of stuff, but like there are paid games that do that and drive me insane, or things like there's like some of the new sports games, like you buy them, like the new I don't know if the basketball game does it, uh, but like I know some of the other sports games will do it, where like you pay $60 for the game. There's all this like ton of DLC for the game that they just throw out like as soon as the game comes out. The DLC is already there, so it makes you just wonder why wasn't this in the game in the first place. Then they throw in ads. Like while you're playing the game you paid $60 for, there are ads. It's just like,
Yeah,
why did I pay money for this game? That's why I don't like Hulu. You pay money to watch TV, and then there's ads. Rather
Yeah,
than Netflix.
there's not been that much on Hulu that we've ever really wanted to watch. Where is this stupid barrel?
Now you're looking for like a teddy bear?
No, it says a barrel behind the cantina. Oh, it's or behind one of the hotels. Dang it. How am I supposed to know where the hotel is?
Does this
Target a barrel.
cantina allow droids?
Nope. I mean, you can bring them in, they don't care, but it has a thing where it says no droid. Barrel, jeez. You tapped the code Mr. Love showed you. Not to fight Mr. Hate.
Fight the hatred. Only love shall win.
Oh, dang, I'm not hurting him.
Are you showing him love? Maybe violence isn't the way.
Ow. Can I even hurt him?
Maybe you have to show him.
Hold on. Can I just type in? Nope, can't do /hug. /love? Nope. How am I supposed to? Find a way to express some love to Mr. Hate. He responds and you will have proven that love is still a force, great power in the galaxy. What am I supposed to do? Not. There we go. It worked that time. I literally clicked on him and typed in /love. It says you profess your love to Mr. Hate. With now he's turned into Mr. Friendly.
See, you tried to solve it the wrong way.
Well, he attacked me. I've been preconditioned to fight everybody.
Sounds like you needed a hug too. That's what these Ewoks are doing.
You can one of the items you can unlock is you can get a pet familiar that follows you around. That's just a little Cupid Ewok. I can't remember if he gives a stat bonus or not.
Hi, Cupid Ewok.
This guy's funny. He's got sunglasses on, like a art shirt. Oh, I changed his mind. Oh, I got the familiar deed. See, I would use him, but he's not he's tradable, so I'm just gonna sell him instead.
You gotta think, do you sell them now for the people who don't want to do the event, or do you sell it after for the people who missed the event?
I'll just put him up for sale whenever he sells. I sold a bunch of stuff this last week. I had all those pocketed shorts of reverse engineering. I had several crates on the vendor, but then I also had 2 or 3 backpacks I had made where I had the entire factory run of those in the backpack, and they all sold.
Good. money.
It also tells me, okay, that all sold very quickly, so I can increase those prices just a hair if they sell again. Okay, how many? All right, we have enough art. What are they called? Love check heart. Go buy something from the Ewok village. How much are those? I get so lost. See?
We're recognizing landmarks.
You get enough sleep last night?
I have not slept well in years. So, no, I did not sleep well.
I'm supposed to be using my CPAP machine, but I don't feel like I sleep good with it anymore. Used to help me a whole lot, but I lost a lot of weight, this last year, and definitely I don't as much as I did. All these people keep popping to watch, and I got 5 viewers right now, but no one's chatting with me.
People just like to watch and listen.
Because you're that entertaining, man.
Yep, I've been told.
That one. Activate it. Good drive. That. I think one of these days I might start doing a stream where I pretty much go through all the points of interest in the different worlds. A lot of driving, but
Are there any cool Easter eggs hidden?
oh yeah, there's lots of little things in the game. Like you can find you can go to the Lars Ranch where Luke grew up.
You're on indoor, right?
Yeah.
Can you go to the bunker?
Yeah, that's a whole. It's a Death Watch bunker. It's a whole thing. It's actually how you get. It's really popular now because that's how you get the Mandalorian armor. And of course, thanks to Mandalorian, everybody comes in this game and they go, I want to dress like a Mandalorian. And it's like, well, you're gonna.
I mean, I think everyone just in general thinks the Mandalorian armor is pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was cool before the Mandalorian show. I'm just saying, but there's people that literally have got this game to pop into it just because they are Mandalorian fans. Want the armor?
Yeah.
Like you have no idea what you're in for.
Good luck with that mission.
I don't think I ever made it because I didn't have a crafter. No, maybe I did it once. I think I did it once just to do it. But I used to bring my Jedi in, and I was the guy that would help get people in because you have to traverse through the bunker, and there's keys that you need. So there's certain people you have to kill to get the certain keys, and that gives you access to certain rooms. And then those rooms let you craft the different things that you need to craft. And you even but you can't just go in there and just craft them. It's not like mission where it's, oh, click on this terminal, it gives you what you need to craft it. No, you actually have to bring the item, the specific items to make it. And it was very much an easy place, so you can just go and die. It wasn't because the enemies were like that incredibly hard. It was more because there were so many of them, and the respawn rate. Sometimes by the time you would get through several of them, the other ones that you killed respawn. So you were were in a constant state of fighting. Plus there'd be a boss or two that showed up, so they took a lot longer to fight, and if they showed up, then you had to worry about the boss while also having the other guys show up.
Yeah.
It was fun. I'd like to do it again one day, but you definitely need a group to do all this stuff, because you, like I said, you have to craft it, and if you're a combat going into fight, you can't craft, so you at least have to have a couple people to go. Can't talk. Eat the kid. Oh, it's the. Oh, sweet. I have just enough. Okay, these do not say they're not a no trade item, so I'm gonna go ahead and get one. Awesome. Got the pink wings for Onyx. Drive just enough away. Well, I gotta find a new place for my house. I forgot I pulled my bunker. Yeah, the nearest place, if you go to the smuggler's outpost on indoor, the Deathwatch bunker, I think, is a few thousand away from that. The point of interest. I forget how you even get the waypoint for it. I think there's a mission where you can get access to the Deathwatch bunker. This is probably going to be impossible, but I want to try and find a spot big enough for my bunker on Tatooine near my other place. Pull the bike out. Up on. Come on. Go towards my house. Yeah, I've been trying to still unlock all those skills from Dragon Ball Z, and I think I still need to get. I'm one more Dragon Ball away from wishing again. I think I still need to make. I think that'll be my. I think that'll be my fourth wish. I think I need to make 3 more wishes, and then I also have to collect skills that are random drops from like maybe 10 more. So I still have hours more to play on that game.
The
It,
skills or the capsules.
no, they're just skills that are on there, but they're just all random drops.
I remember in Budokai, um, it had what's called little capsules for the skills.
They have capsules for like boosting combat. If you're like needing health or you need more ki or more stamina, whatever it is. All right, so drop the wings. Drop the Ewok. I'm gonna destroy these cards because I can get more if I really want them. That.
I wonder if Ki is spelled with Q. China.
If what?
If Ki is spelled with a Q in China. And the reason why I think this is because I know it comes from Chi, and in English it's CHI. And we spell China with a CHI, and we get the word China from Qing, the Qing dynasty, which is spelled with a Q. And in Japanese, they spell Kirin with a Q. The Q in the K sound, which makes me wonder. I don't know why. I just started thinking about. He said key, and then I was just. All those things coming together make me wonder if it's spelled like.
Probably not generate this here. The structure below. Big plot of land.
What are you building?
It's my bunker house that I've had for a while, but I pulled it because I didn't. It was too far away from other stuff, and I kept traveling out there, and it just felt like a total waste of time. I'm trying to unpack it. Oh, sweet. Okay. Right there. Nice. It's a lot closer. Because it is time to
build around you.
They can build around me, but this structure is big enough, like they can't build too close. They can only build like where the green and red area was where I was building. That was because of other structures. Yeah, space is limited.
Someone was like, it's like, I really don't like my neighbor, and if they were just gonna build like a wall of like houses around. Like...
Oh man, I'm 17 minutes away from feeding this one. Okay. All right, back to this guy.
There was a beach place.
Time to go.
That the houses were right next to each other. It was so weird. Like, they were like a person apart, and they were just like house after house after house, like in front of each other, behind each other, next to each other, like a grid, like walking to the beach, and it was just really like. I saw it on like one of those like shows where like they buy houses and stuff. And it was just so weird for me seeing that. Like, I was like, you have nothing and you're paying so much money for it. And they're like, yeah, we're right next to the beach. And I'm like, how do you get groceries to your house?
Why?
I don't know. It was just so many houses.
Why won't this let me feed? It won't let me. No, I should be able to feed it again. This time's fed. Next feed is now. There we go. guess because it was a stack of 3 of them, but that never was a problem before. Just weird. Alright, 1 Starlight Pit fed. Cargo.
Why did Jabba take them to the Sarlacc pit to kill them anyway?
Showmanship?
What was that?
Showmanship? That's,
Yeah.
I mean, all about everything about Jabba is about putting on a show and being entertaining, or him being entertained.
Like, it just seems like a lot to kill a guy, and it's not like oh, we're gonna kill you in the Sarlacc pit and they're never gonna find your body because he's literally the government of Tatooine. Like,
Can't pick that. Can I feed this one?
R2D2.
Oh.
I saw some people talking about theories for Star Wars.
Okay, guys.
About how R2D2.
Shit, I don't think that's the one I needed. Alright, what's theories about Star Wars?
It was about how R2D2 and Obi-Wan pretend not to know each other in the original trilogy. Because they, like, when R2D2 sees him, he, like, freaks out and acts like it's, like, danger. There's a person thing.
With Obi-Wan?
Yeah, with Obi-Wan, yeah.
Well, yeah, but he knows he's supposed to find Obi-Wan Kenobi. But the thing is, you could argue that R2 hadn't seen Obi-Wan in years, that he didn't know what Obi-Wan looked like at first.
And someone replied, the reason why he did that is because R2 ain't no snitch. It's like one of the top voted things.
There's that too. R2 is one of the better droids. Okay.
And then, like, there's also another one, like, it's one of the higher ranking officials in the Empire. You see him in the movies. He's the one who, when they see the shield bunker on Hoth, he's like, oh, ignore that. It's not a shield. It's not a shield generator. And then he also tells them to, like, not attack just yet or something like that. The actions he does, people are like, he's incompetent. And it's like, oh no, he's not an incompetent leader. He's actually a rebel spy.
Who?
That's the theory, is that his incompetence is not him being, like, because how do you get to that rank in the cutthroat empire?
Who's incompetence? I forgot who you were talking about.
It was a guy in the Empire. It was one of the officers, higher ranking officers on the attack on Hoth.
Gotcha. Sometimes I just like, some people can just be stupid.
It was just a fan theory. There's no proof.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's also those people that just get promoted just because they're president, not because they actually deserve anything.
I feel like the Empire was very, like, cutthroat. And I can definitely see them, like, putting people who may not necessarily have the right skills, but they have, like, the diehard loyalty that the Empire wants.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they would prefer someone who has the skills and the diehard loyalty.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely a thing. And have you played the Old Republic at all?
Mm-mm.
It
Played the RPG one, the MMO one.
Yeah, the MMO one I think is really good as far as trying to expand on the personal relationships that could exist in the Star Wars universe, because there's lots of situations where you have a character who, like, they work for the Empire because it's a good source of income because they need to support their family, and it's been good to them, but they don't really agree with all the things that their people tell them to do. And so they may be telling you to, like, go take care of the situation, and you can decide, does that mean to help this person or kill the other people, or, like, it's up to you. And sometimes it's like the Imperial officer is like like mad at you because you decided to take the evil route. But it's like it's interesting. You'll get different people from different sides that are. It's literally they turned it into for a lot of the people where it's not as clear because because the old republic. It's not so much the Empire and Rebellion that we're used to. It really turns it into more of a left side, right side, not always right and wrong. Even though the leaders of those sides are light side and dark side, it's their subordinates aren't always the same. Because like I have a dark side Jedi who has because you have companions and you have relationships with those companions and um one of them is a soldier who's like he's that military guy, does whatever he's told. If you make a bad decision, like a cruel decision, he's like, well, it was unavoidable, sir. Like he's whatever. But I have another character who's like, she's basically like my slave in the game. Like she's this Trandoshan, and you can treat her badly or you can treat her nice. Like it's weird.
In in the later Star Wars, the original trilogy, we only see the rebels as like being super awesome and always good and fighting the evil. They were jerks. They ruined a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like it had like they had a specialist group of assassins that would just murder people, and like they talk about how like innocent lives would be killed, and they're like, but those were necessary losses.
I got Wookiee wings.
Nice.
I love this. This is great.
I like your Wookiee dude. He's really cool. It's a girl Wookiee.
Yeah.
I'm a female.
I should go and try and get the Halo that they offer because my female uh, crafter is she's so pale skinned. I'm like she would look like she's dead. Awesome. I'm really glad I got these. I never would have in the game. I would have been like, who would have ever got these wings? What would you ever use them for? But they're usually just entertainers that would grab them. Because that was a nice thing about the life day, all the festival events. Like you can pretty much do them without being a combat profession.
Yeah.
Need to put this junk in here. Drop that for him. Oh. Drop that. Drop that one. I should just put these in my this way, but whatever.
So I'm guessing this is only parts of the like outer rim and core worlds. It doesn't really go anywhere else.
No, it can I look at anything? No. Pretty much Tatooine, Corellia, and Naboo are the main three worlds, and then you have their secondary worlds like Endor, Yavin. Of course, you know, do you say? I hear people say Yavin 4. That threw me, because I always said Yavin. And then what's the other one? Oh, Mustafar, not Mustafar. Dantooine.
So you go to Yavin the planet or Yavin the moon?
The planet. It's
Okay.
this, or maybe it's the moon. It's the same. It's the one that, the same one where the rebel base is.
Okay, the rebel base one is a moon,
That's
if
what
I
I
recall
thought.
correctly. And then like the Yavin planet, I don't know why they're not on there, but there's like 8 moons on Yavin or something like that. That's why the rebels picked Yavin 4 because it's a jungle and it blends in.
Yeah. Which one's gonna combine? Oh, it's red wiring. Dang it! I always hate when that happens. I hate these things don't stack. Some of these things stack and some don't. Rapid program. Where's my mouse glitches? I don't know if the item's in there or not. Yes. I hate all the junk in this game. How it's so, there's so many different things. I mean, it's neat, but there's so much stuff.
It's overwhelming.
I mean, I have two backpacks things full of different, like literally different things. They're all useful for different reasons. So I have to check one, then I check the other. Software module. Here, these paintings. Should just destroy these. I've never sold a painting. They're so common, no one buys them.
And then you destroy them, and that's when you're gonna need them.
I mean, I literally probably have like 30 or 40 paintings on my vendor right now, and none of them sold. Drop these recyclers. Red wiring. That's okay. Medical device and motor. Is there a motor in here? Nope. Device. Don't see one. This is the most fascinating part about this game for anybody to watch. And there's no motor. I don't know. Either I'm not seeing it or it's not. Barrel. Thankfully those are in there. Ambush detector. Don't see it, but I'll figure it out later. Train device. Don't save those. Someone's gonna buy a yellow crystal. History on a diff. Things. Circuit. Blue wiring. Okay. Ugh, I hate doing that. It junks up the house. Basically, I'm just kind of killing time until I can go and feed my Starlight Pit to my Jedi, but his timer wasn't. Got my Valentine's for my daughter. Threw me a couple of hearts. She goes, "This is you, and that's me," and I'm like, "Cool."
I was talking to one of my buddies about Valentine's Day, and I was like, remember Valentine's Day when we were like in 3rd and 2nd grade? And it's like, make sure if you bring candy, you bring enough for everyone. I don't know if you guys had that when you were growing up. Did you guys ever do like Valentine's Day stuff in elementary school?
Yeah, we did. We would do like little party, and everybody would give out Valentine's Day cards. You'd have a little box so you could put them in. We never actually,
decorate them.
we never had a problem though. Like, there's some horrible stories where it's like, kid makes a box, he only gets like one or two. Like, we never really had that problem. Kids just kind of always gave a bunch of people cards. Because there's those.
My school. Go ahead.
Also, there's those ones, those teachers where they're like, I make one for everybody so that everyone doesn't feel left out.
That's always what happened. When I was school. It was always make one for everyone. They did that like if you're gonna invite anybody to your birthday party, you have to invite everyone. And when I was little,
That
I always thought that was really weird because I was like, but what if they're not your friend?
yeah. Yeah, I was never made to do that, thankfully. Okay, loot tools. On my loot vendor. Yeah, let me show these posters. Yeah, all these posters sell for 500 credits, 500 measly credits, and there's several of them on here. Like, the price is not the reason they're not selling them. They're so common. Bad thing is they don't stack either. You literally can't have like one item that says like, oh, there's 10 posters in here. I think I bumped the price up. Like, you want to sell these for more than they sell them for the junk vend dealer, but not too much where people are like, it's a waste of time to come buy them. Last top. I actually sold a few of these Chronicle pieces. I was kind of surprised that I took a chance at making a vendor for it. Did not think it would work. You can basically make your own quests in this game, and there's not really any experience tied to it, but you can make a quest and you can actually add the items from your own inventory, like loot, and make it as the reward. So when someone does it, they get that item. Kind of encouraged to make your own like player events, but you get these random things from loot. I mean, sometimes it's completely random what you get. Sometimes it's tied. Like if you kill a specific enemy, you might get a thing where it's like, oh, use like this piece right here says Chronicle Relic. I got this from killing a Mauler, and this one says it allows someone to use the item to make an event in their like a function in their event called Kill Any Mauler, and so they can tie that as a step in their quest that they made. But you get these from like comm messages where you can have like a specific, like this one says have a female Rhodian comm message you. Like, well, if they're doing a story and it involves a particular species, they can use that. So I've been collecting these to sell, but I don't save every one of them. But I literally found I've got some on here. It's like the mission is travel to the Deathwatch bunker, and I'm like, I feel like that would be a popular one.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I have a backpack of that stuff. Ryan. Oh, I need to. Beastmaster. That's something I need to get into, is the Beastmaster thing. I haven't done that in this game since I got back on the Legends. Element. Blue wiring. Those in there. Can't remember what that does that, so I'll just put it. Back to, oh wait. To human. Seems petty, but I might be able to pull my house up and move it closer to my other house. Like, closer is in like a few feet.
I wouldn't say that's petty as much as it is lazy.
Well,
Or more.
it's more about real estate. Back up this. Yes. Data. Packet. Where is that house? Okay, so I'm facing that Tatooine building. Now, okay. Yep, I can get closer. Go there, so it's more. Oh shoot! Did I? No, I didn't. Did I do it right? Yeah. Yeah, it's a little closer. There's also less of a ramp because it was kind of in a ditch earlier. Yep. And nope. All I'm doing on him. Nothing else to do in He-Man. All right, let's go check. Sarlacc. So have you been on the Minecraft realm lately?
No, what have you done? I mean, I know the turtle thing.
Well, we have 10 turtles now.
Okay.
I was able to make one helmet, and there's 4 scoot, so we just need one more to make a second helmet. And I set up a furnace burning station for the all the kelp that you had.
Oh, you did a lot.
Well, I didn't actually do a whole lot. I set it up with a bunch of hoppers and a couple of smokers under the house. It's just because I moved the chest you had on the ground just kind of over next to the house, just so it was not like out in the open. But you fill up that chest with the things, they all go into the hoppers, goes into another chest that's underground. That chest allows it to split off into 2 different hoppers to 2 different smokers. Both smokers are cooking at this, and then those dump into hoppers that goes into a double chest. And I think I've cooked through two full double chests of kelp.
I had like 4 double
Yeah.
chests or something of it. Had a lot of kelp.
You technically had 5 because you had one on the ground too.
Oh.
But yeah, I've gone through at least 2 of them. But I went through 2 of them, and then I took all the kelp and I crafted it into the kelp blocks. So like each of the smokers each has a stack of the kelp block. Sarlacc is fed. All right, I'm gonna cut the stream there for now. It's been good. We got the Ewok stuff done, and got my. I'm weirdly happy about getting those pink wings for my Wookiee. That's just funny to me. I think next week I'm probably
almost 3 chests.
I didn't quite like having it under the house like that, but then I thought about it and I was like, well, the cobblestone generators under the house, that can be under the house. I need to just, if I redo the house a little bit differently, I can just go ahead and put like a stairs or ladders down to the under the house or something.
Does can you use blast furnace for like what's the difference between a smoker and an oven?
So a
And,
smoker, so a smoker is just for food. Like,
okay.
but it cooks food twice as fast as a normal furnace. And then same fuel consumption, it just does it faster. A blast furnace is just for ore, like your iron, your gold, and that stuff. It's the same thing. It cooks at the same amount of burn, coal will still burn 8 items, but it'll just cook it twice as fast.
I see.
So it's literally just a speed thing, but you can only put certain items in them. So it's good if you're doing a system where it's only going through a certain thing, but you still kind of want to have a general furnace around just so you can cook anything. All right. Well, for those watching, I'll see you later. Please don't forget to give me a follow if you're not following me. Really appreciate that. And then also, if you want to follow my YouTube channel, I've got Star Wars Galaxies tutorials on there. You can see Festival of Love. I'll be posting that probably in a few days. Show you a little more explanation how to do that. And keep up for more of those. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all that sort of stuff. And come back Wednesday. We'll do PS4 stream. If you want more Star Wars Galaxies, just come back next Monday. I'll be here again. I'll see y'all later. Bye.